I'm about to ask something stupid, and that's fine, because I need your help. I'm coming to you guys all out there, and girls, let me know in the comments section what you think, because I'm about to ask you a stupid question, at least something that's going through my mind, and I'm wondering if it's going through the brains of all of you. Should I buy a second controller so that I can live mix on 4 decks and do Serato Stems on all 4 of them at the same time? Now, the reason I'm coming into this problem is that I love mixing things together on top of each other. I've made my living, I've made a bread and butter off of not doing that. I am a mobile DJ. I have perfected the ability to make money while working for yourself, booking events and weddings and that stuff. I am a novice when it comes to the ability to live mix on stage. Like, I DJ by like the stuff that I'm used to doing, which is like playing the best song possible in the moment next and blending that in and mixing it. And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there right now who that's basically what you do. And that's awesome. I make a lot of money doing that. I'm sure you can too. But I can't do a lot of the creative stuff. And if you're out there as a mobile DJ, you know what I'm talking about. You can't do the creative stuff like that at these types of events. Like at a wedding, like, people don't want to hear you scratch. I've said this before, I'm not going to kick a dead horse. It's just, I'm saying like that you can't do a lot of the surprising things to the guest unless you're perfect in your execution, which I'm not there yet. But I have gotten very good at one deck playing a song, the next deck playing the next song, blending them together very well. I'm awesome at that. What I'm learning to do is take a piece of a song on deck 1, blend it with a piece of a song on deck 2, and now I've got a new hybrid song that nobody's ever heard in their lives when they come to see me, and it's this like unique original experience thank you to Serato Stems. Now, if you don't know what Serato Stems are or is, it's an ability now for us to take out pieces of a song live as it's happening. I can take the vocals out, I can take the bass out, I can take the drums out, play with it, have any combination of the two. So I was just messing around with this song that I had downloaded during a practice session. I was like, oh, this is kind of neat. I might throw this in my session. All right, we'll see. But then I found this loop and everything changed. So check this out. I'm gonna loop this real quick. Now, as that alone, that's unusable, because it's like, it just, you can tell it's a loop, right? But if I take the vocals out, okay. What if I take the melody out? Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Now, I don't want the vocals in here. I don't want the melody in here. I definitely want this. This slaps. All right, cool. But what can I throw on top of it? See, so now I'm taking the bass and the drums, the rhythm section of a song, and I want to add to it something. You know what it is yet? I bet you can guess just from that. All right, let's put these together. I'll show you where the problem comes in with just having 2 decks.
Listen to these tracks.
Are you kidding? So, I mean, we're rolling. Now we're just... All right, so what I've got going is everything but the drums over on No Hands, and just the drums on the original song. We're rolling. I'm not touching it. But now I'm using both decks to play one song. It's a hybrid of 2 songs, and I'm loaded up. But watch. Oh, nobody's ever heard this before. I transitioned to it wrong because I was talking to you. But shit, are you kidding? Listen to this. Too good, man. Bass and drums over here. Just vocals over here. Ah! But you can see I can do drums over here, music over here, and then you can just roll with it, man. This is what I've been working on. I gotta catch my breath. It's so much fun to put this together. To do it flawlessly is very difficult. Flawlessly is to do it. I need a minute. All right, to do it flawlessly is very tough. But it's awesome. It can be totally done. I've almost got an hour's worth of doing that through like an hour of music, just like ripping through and playing songs like they're instruments, right? Instead of needing drums as an instrument, I need a song to be the drums, which is so weird because I might take more from that. Like, oh my God, Uptown. No. Ooh. Well, just go back and watch a lot of some of the mashups on my channel. Like I did one that was James Hype and Sweet Child of Mine. And like, it doesn't have a lot of views. I'm like, man, I hope people see this because this shit is fucking fire. And it's just fun I hope it inspires you guys to go out and like really have fun with these stems because you can do this on the fly and it just makes my creative brain explode. You can tell, like I'm very excited right now. The problem is, well, how do I get out of it? Because the only way to get to something else now that I'm loaded up with two decks being played at one time in one song, there's nowhere else to load something else. And that's where I run into like, well, shit, now I need more. So to do that, I'm either going to have to go back to the original drums. Where are we at here? Which is this. And I mean, there's a way to do it probably right here at the last chorus. You could bring this back. But I mean, it's just, it had this vibe. And then you're going to go with this vibe. Like, they're very different. So it's going to totally change the vibe of the song that I've now created. This like hybrid baby of Waka Flocka and Nito Anna Daddy DJ. Just the most incredible loop I've ever found. I just love this thing. But to have them both playing at the same time, now I need something else. So you can tell why I need that. Now, if I were to have 4 CDJs, that doesn't fix anything. And that's why I wanted you guys to weigh in the comments. Because, like, I need to be able to do this kind of live mixing where I'm taking out. If I were to do it on CDJs, I would have to take the stems, record them, load them into the program, set loops, do all of this like prep work, which is fine and all, but a lot of people do that. I'm trying to do something unique. I'm trying to play music as an instrument, which is odd. It's like playing the drums and the bass and the rhythm section of one song and combining it with another one, and you have to think of it as if this controller is basically, it's the same way my brain feels when I'm playing piano, because it's like I'm taking this from the top end, I'm taking this from the low end, and I'm putting them together in different rhythms. But like, what if I want more now? It's almost like I need a third hand if I was playing piano. It's like, I need something else to go to. I can't. I'm using both hands, and that's what it feels like using 2 controllers, both with Serato Stems at the same time, live mixing. If you have an answer for this, if there's a better way to go about it than just getting a second controller just like this one that can run Serato Stems, I don't think there's a better answer out there. And that alone would probably be about $5,000, because this is like $2,000, $2,200. But like CDJs are $2,200 to $2,500 just for one of them. The mixer is like $2,500. It's like a $10,000 setup, man, for 4 of them in a mixer. So yeah, I don't have that kind of money. I could probably finance a second controller, and I could start ripping it, because then I could have this playing at the same time. Sure, we can do that. Fine. Okay, fine. So that's rolling. I have nowhere to go. The only way to do it is to switch back and watch what happens to the song. I mean, okay, I probably wasn't the smoothest. I could do that better. But still, this just really changes up the vibe. So I'd prefer not to have to do that. If there's a way to do it without getting a second controller, you tell me. I think that's the best way to go about it. But this is where we're going. And I hope that this inspires you to really start getting your creative brains going and playing the controller like it's an instrument. I've never done that in my DJ career, and I am not too egotistical to say that I know everything. I am certainly a novice when it comes to this kind of stuff, live mixing and taking things out and putting them back in on the fly. Oh my God, it's making my producer brain like orgasm all over you, as you can probably feel it through the camera. I'm sorry, you might have to clean yourself up a little bit. But this has been super fun for me to just come into my studio every morning and just rip it and just find new things. There are gems in every... Who ever thought that this would be a loop? That I never would have thought coming from this. It's like, and it's only from half of a line. Oh man. Good luck. Get out there. Have some fun. Let me know what you're working on, and is there a way that I can get around this without having to go back to the original drums or getting a second controller? I really don't think there is. Screw it. Let's just get a second one.